Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a brief how to play and a full playthrough of Voices in My Head. This is basically a party game where you are, you can't look that up, but this guy here underneath this tray thing is basically the suspect or whatever they're called in a court. He's robbed a bank and he's at trial. And so one person plays the prosecutor, which is me, and the other players play his personas. At the beginning of the game, each person is dealt a persona. I'll show you Quentin's, but we can't look at it. Each persona has its own objective for the win scenario. The prosecutor needs to have more handcuffs. It's guilty and not guilty. She needs to have more guilty than not guilty for the final verdict on the jury, and I'll go over that in just a moment. So the whole game, we're trying our best to manipulate the results as much as we can. There's only so much that's in your control. A lot of it is kind of story-based, so whatever the card says, you can answer questions to control the outcome, but you really don't know what the outcome is based on your answer. So it's in my opinion, more luck and story-based. It's hard to really control the outcome very much, but there is a lot of take that in this game in the sense that you're always knocking over other players' control markers, and I'll go over that in just a moment as well. So I'm the prosecutor. There are two different personas. We don't know what those are. Each player also starts out with 2 strategy cards. These are cards that allow you to manipulate the game in some way, either by viewing some of the, what are these tokens called? Influence tokens. On the back of the influence tokens, they're either undecided, which is a ... They're either not guilty or guilty. That's the three outcomes of the influence token. So basically you could, most of the cards allow you to look at those and keep the ones you want or discard the ones you want, which in a way does manipulate the game. But in the end, whichever you're going to be canceling out duplicates. So if there was 2, canceling out pairs. So if there's a pair of guilty, those will go away. And you just keep doing that until you're down to either guilty, not guilty, or undecided. And that determines what that juror has decided, whether he's guilty or not. Throughout the game, they're going to be sliding their control markers onto whichever. These are basically his, what would those be called? Because this is his brain, and basically these are his motor skills, instinct, speech, observation, and planning. You're going to be sliding your control tokens. The person with the highest value of control tokens, like this one is a 3, they go 1 through 3 on a specific area, is in control of that area. And that comes into play when I read the jury card. Is that what those are called? A trial card. Depending on whatever area it's covering on that card, whoever controls it gets to answer the questions and do the action it's allowing. And I'll show you this is a trial card. So it has flavor text on top. Some of them have a black box on the bottom. If you say this or this, that's the outcome. You just answer the 2 questions. You resolve side 1, then you resolve side 2. So like this one says instinct. So if, say, Anthony controlled the instinct area, we're not going to use this one, so I'll read it. So if I did the side 1, and I need to mention these 2 little icons correspond with icons on the board. So this is kind of giving them a hint of the areas they want to control. So it's telling them they want to control speech and instinct. because side one, whoever controls speech, gets to choose the answer and do the action. On the back side, whoever controls instinct gets to do the action. So that's where that comes in handy. So if someone controlled the speech on side one, so say Anthony controlled the speech, I would say the prosecution presents a yellow sandal to the judge as evidence. Choose one. A, hey, give me back my flip-flop, or B, bite your tongue. So he's speaking for this guy here, the suspect, the one that's on trial. So Anthony would choose. If he chose A, he would get to place one guilty token on the judgmental juror, and this is logical, judgmental, distracted, laid back, impulsive, perceptive. So he would put a guilty on there. If he answered the other one, he gets to destroy one control marker at speech. So he would get to take one of his opponents out of that area, which gives him an advantage. On the back, there's flavor text, but the bottom, whoever has instinct, draws 3 influence tokens, places one on any juror, and discards the other. See, that's where you get to manipulate the game, because you would draw 3 of these, look at them, decide which one you want to put on any juror, and then you discard the rest here. So you could choose based on your persona if you want to put guilty, not guilty, or undecided. That's really the only control you have over the game as one of his personas. So there's a player aid to match. I'm using this player aid. It's on the back of my screen. You could see, I don't know if you can they see that?
Yeah.
My screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have my trial cards back here, but because they are only allowed to see the little icons. So there is this same text on the back of my screen, but I can't see it because the lighting's all here. But each player has a player aid. And I will say in a 3-player game, there's an alternative that you need to do to make the game more balanced. They're each playing 2 different colors of control markers. They only have one persona, but they're playing 2, so they actually have 16 control markers instead of 8. This game's played over 8 rounds, so they'll be doing one of each color when they're doing their control markers, and the prosecutor also has control markers, but hers don't do anything, but basically it allows me to manipulate. I'm able to knock theirs off and their control markers off, and when they're knocked off, they go out of the game unless they're brought back for, there's certain strategy cards. And there's also these that have, each of these control markers have their own abilities based on what their emotion is. It allows, one of them allows them to bring control markers back because they represent anger, sadness, fear, trust, and joy. So on the back of your player aid card, it tells you the ability that control marker has. And if you meet that scenario, you get to use it. Like anger, you can destroy one control marker at this region belonging to a player that has not taken a turn this round.
Sadness, this brings it back.
Sadness, you can deploy one of your destroy control markers. You do it face up, so I believe it means that, meaning it can't use the ability anymore, but it does take up space in the region. Fear, if you destroy a joy, so if you destroyed a joy control marker when deploying, you draw one strategy card. So, and this is what they call deploying. That's when you're doing your control marker. And there's a certain way they want you to do it. You keep that straight up, and when it meets the plastic, you stop. Because it's kind of like that game where you're pushing the coins, trying to get the coins to drop.
Oh, yeah.
Similar, you're pushing the control markers, and eventually the ones on the edge are going to fall off.
Pinball?
No, I forget what it's called. It's the coin game where you're trying to collect the coins. Remember, you drop a coin and
there's a whole bunch of coins at the golf
at the carnivals
or the golf place we go to.
Oh, the putt place. They have that game.
Mm.
Trust is the one you take one of your markers from any region and deploy it back into its current region. And the reason you'd want to do that, say you had a marker that's right here, it allows you to bring it here and push it back in, so you're no longer in jeopardy of being pushed off. Joy has no effect other than it just gets you control of the area. So the round over, as you can see, I haven't finished setting up the game, but you draw a trial card, and you read this aloud. It says, "You rise to your feet as a woman in a black robe strides into the room. The judge looks at you, and it feels as though she can read your thoughts." And this is him talking. All this is from his point of view. "Does everyone know you robbed the bank? Do they also know you forgot to take a shower this morning?" So that's what he's saying. So the start of the trial, you place one random influence token on distracted, impulsive, and imperceptive. And I already done that. Then you give the first player token to the player seated to the left of the prosecutor. So that means Anthony will go first. And all these trial cards have you set up different things at the beginning of the game. The very back of the card is what we do at the end of the trial. So at the end of the 8 rounds, we'll be doing some more actions that can manipulate. Actually, they're all the same. And that's when you reveal your persona cards. We cancel out innocent and guilty tokens based on pairs. And then we determine the winners. And there can be more than one winner. They share the victory. When we were doing our practice game, they both won, so they both shared the victory.
I feel like the prosecutor has a much harder time winning.
I don't know. I felt like I had the advantage, but I could be wrong. So the prosecutor, you place your persona face up. That everyone knows you're the prosecutor. You draw the trial card, and you're going to have the, or actually this is the start of trial card. There's stage 1 trial and stage 2 trials. Stage 2 starts at the beginning of the 5th round. I'm putting my control tokens over here on top to let me know to not forget to change over to the second deck. When I run out of control tokens back here, I will know I need to, which I need to move that out of the way so they can see. Here, I'll just put them over here. I know you can't see that. Should I move this a little further up?
Yeah, I'll put it right here maybe.
Because I don't need it to be this far down.
All right.
Okay, so. And you start out with 3 cards. Can they see that? You have the deck and a middle card and a card to the right. And you get to choose as a prosecutor which one you're going to slide forward. And you just make sure that they can see the 2 icons. You always have these showing. And in your control tokens, you have 8 for 8 rounds. Here. And then that's what all the prosecutor has. My control markers don't do anything but just clog up the area. I'm reading the trial cards and manipulating in that way. They are constantly trying to get the strategy cards, and the way to get those is to control the planning area. If you don't control it, the first player gets to decide who gets it. So obviously the first player will get it if no one controls it. All the other areas are based on whatever the trial card says. And in a 3-player game, I'm the one that decides if there's a tie on control when it pertains to the trial card, I get to decide. The first player gets to decide about the planning. That's another 3-player variant. So we're almost done explaining. So it's a very simple game. So basically the round overview is you choose a trial card. They deploy their markers as well as me. It goes with first player, goes around. And since they're doing 2 different colors, it will actually go around twice so they can deploy their second one. We resolve the trial card front and back as soon as everyone's did all their control markers. Then I draw a new trial card. Whoever has the planning control draws the next strategy card. You can only have a total of 3 of these in your hand. So you'll have to discard one if you get more than 3. And you can play those at any time whenever it'll tell you when it's valid. Like after you place a control marker, before you place a control marker, just whatever triggers it.
And certain locations that you have to play in there.
There's things that trigger them. Then you just pass the first player token and you just go. I mean, that's as simple as it is. Okay, so Anthony
first.
No,
Okay.
Anthony is. So Anthony goes first.
I thought it was the left player of the
Yeah, my left.
Oh yeah.
So Quentin
Okay.
does his next control marker.
I thought we. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait.
Already stumped.
Let's play this.
So you can see they're both going for motor skills. And then the other one that's on the card is instinct. So I'm guessing they'll both try to control those two areas possibly. But they also want to control planning if possible because that's the strategy cards that help give you a small advantage.
turn.
Oh, yeah, I need to do mine. So I like to just add chaos.
Your turn, Quinn. He should have rated the
Quentin uses the abilities a lot on the control markers. So he's using his trust.
So I'm gonna deploy this one back.
So he gets to deploy, take one marker from any region and deploy it back into its current region. So he's doing that to keep himself from falling. You don't hit him like that. You do it gentle. You don't hit him like that.
There.
Okay. So did you guys both deploy both of yours?
Yep.
Okay. So now we resolve the trial card front and back. So here's side one. Your Honor, we just learned that one of the jurors attended summer camp with Guy when they were kids. I asked to reevaluate this juror. So Guy is this guy's name, by the way. So the first action is for the prosecutor. It'll tell you who does it. So I choose a juror, look at all the influence tokens on that juror, and I can either discard them or return them in any order. So I'm going to look at this one, and I'll go ahead and leave it there. Okay? So the person who controls instinct, which is no one, so I get to decide the tiebreaker. You may take one of your control markers from any region and deploy it to a different region. I'm going to let Anthony do that.
Why would you know he helps you?
No.
What did I do?
You get to take a control marker from any region and deploy it to a different region.
That should be a different one. That's mine.
Blue.
Oh, it has to be mine.
Yeah.
It has to be a different region.
Of your control markers. Why wouldn't you do that one? It's about to fall.
Fine.
Why are you so angry about it?
Oh, do you need the two icons?
Yeah.
So he's going to put it on instinct because he knows that that will be the next one. Okay. Did you do it all the way to the plastic?
Yeah.
That didn't go all the way. There you go. So that was his ability. Okay, surprisingly, your long-lost friend is not dismissed from the trial. When no one is looking, you crumple up a note and throw it to them. So Guy passed his friend a note. So motor skills draws three, who controls that?
Me.
So Quentin's in control. Draw 3 influence tokens, place one on the juror chosen by the prosecutor on the other side of the card, and discard the other tokens. So you got to put it on this one, because that's the one I'd chosen. So you place one there, and you discard the other 2. Okay, so this card goes out of the game. I draw another one, and I get to choose which one of the 3 I would like to...
So that was round 1 of 8.
So this one adds a lot of chaos, so I'm going to keep that one. Okay, and so we're looking at observation and instinct are the 2 areas that this trial card covers.
And Quinn goes first this time. The round tracker moves.
Yep, so now Quentin's first player. Oh, wait, you didn't draw a strategy card.
Oh.
You're in control, so he draws a strategy card before that happens.
Alright, so not only am I going to move this, I'm also going to destroy it using my ability.
Okay, so he used the
Anger.
anger ability.
I destroyed yours.
Okay. And now I get to do one.
I'm playing a card.
What? Play before the prosecutor deploys one of their control markers. Choose a region. The prosecutor must deploy their marker to that region.
Right
Okay.
here, this region.
We actually do that anyway.
All right.
My
So
turn.
his strategy card manipulated the where I got to play my control marker.
Okay, so. Okay, so I'm doing sadness.
Ooh.
So Quentin's was destroyed or fell off.
So I get to deploy one of mine.
That's okay.
Deploy when you get the marker face up to a different region. So it has to be a different region.
Okay,
So,
good.
okay, your turn, Quinn.
Okay, use one of mine.
Okay, and then, oh, you did the sadness too.
Wait, let me see. Maybe.
Gotta
It
do
has
it
to
face up. We're guessing on that. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what that means by face up.
It has to be a different region.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, face up to a different region.
Mm. Okay.
Make sure to keep it straight. All right.
Did you do both?
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. So is it my turn again?
Did you do both of your control markers?
No, I don't think we did. I did this one. I didn't do this one.
Yeah, you gotta do the second one.
I guess we have. Yeah. So
Oh, and you can't play more than one copy of the same card after deploying a control marker. I forgot to say that.
So let's see. Joy. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that
Yeah, their abilities can only be used when deployed as your first marker during your turn. If a card or control marker ability allows you to deploy an additional, you cannot use its ability. Did you hear that?
Uh-huh.
So, in which we haven't been.
Thought you all got me, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that's
your
why
turn.
you would do it face up, because you're not allowed to use the ability. I just wanted to make sure we were doing it right.
You gotta use the one that you didn't use already. So
Did you do
2,
green before?
4, 6.
But I did my 2 already.
2, 4, 6.
Oh yeah, you were first player, so round's over. Okay, so now we resolved the trial card. Okay, so we know this is the prosecutor talking. We all know he committed the robbery, and I predict that he'll admit it before the end of this trial. Or that's actually that's the prosecutor. So the prosecutor chooses a region, destroys all control markers except the trust of that region. And trust is the number 2. So just to throw in some chaos.
Okay.
Wow.
I
That's a lot.
destroyed all of them but that marker. Okay, and whoever has observation, which is this one, you look at the top influence token on just the top one of any juror, and you can either discard it or place it below all other influences on that juror. Keeping it, we place it underneath on the bottom without letting anyone see. Okay, then we go to side 2 of the trial card. This is Guy talking. The voices in your head are deafening. Confess, one says. No, we can still get away with this, shouts another. So whoever has instinct, which is Quentin, take one random strategy card from any persona's hand. Then if playing with 4 or more players, okay, we don't have 4 more players. So he gets to steal one of Anthony's persona cards.
It's only 2.
Yeah, pick one.
Does that put you at more than 3? You can't have more than 3.
I forget exactly.
Okay. So,
I get my 1.
yep. Then he draws the planning. I drew the next trial card. And first player token goes, the prosecutor still gets the first player token just like everyone else. Okay, so let's see which one I want to use. I'll do that one. So, motor skills and instinct are the 2 icons for this one. Okay, so I get to deploy mine first.
You're just trying to cause chaos, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, the prosecutor wants him to be found guilty, so.
Mm-hmm.
And then they take turns deploying their control marker.
And this play after you deploy a control marker to any region, take an opponent's control marker from a region not shown on the trial card and deploy it to a different region.
Okay.
So I am moving
So you can't do motor skills or instinct.
the Quentin's this one.
Okay.
So your turn, Quentin. Straight.
And then I'm going to.
You have to slow.
Yeah, slow. You can't bang them to knock them off. That's
Alright.
not how this game works.
Stop! You tickled me. I like that. So I'm going to do this
So
next.
guilty. Anthony does his next. Then
What do you mean? I got the sad.
Oh, I didn't know your reasonability.
You gotta face up. Face up.
Gotta flip it because that's one of the.
Oh, I'm going to use a different
Destroy
one. I'm just
one.
gonna
You
use
can't
this
use that one. You have to use one that's
You gotta
been
use one
destroyed.
that's destroyed.
one. So he doesn't have an ability.
It has to be a different region.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that. I wonder if I can pull this off.
Slow.
No. Here go.
Oh, yeah, it's my go. So
No, it's Amanda's. I would be next.
I don't have anything.
remember, she only goes once.
Oh.
So I have to do the yellow one. I am doing. And I get to deploy one.
Yeah, I looked to see if those count, those that are face up.
Your turn.
It
Quinn.
doesn't say they do for the tide. So I think they're just there to,
Yeah, it just push other ones out.
right.
Well, I think they're destroyed, so they're just acting like a ghost.
Kind of like the prosecutors. They don't do anything but just clog up the area.
Okay, well, I'm going to do my sad one. Different area.
Face up.
Dang it.
You gotta push yours out.
You gotta do it straight. Why would you do that?
So I'm getting area control.
That
It doesn't gain you control.
that doesn't gain.
Oh, I
I wonder
forgot.
why you would do that. Okay, so everyone's in their control markers, so we resolve the trial card. The prosecution presents a sample of Guy's handwriting as evidence. So I draw 3 influence.
Hey, there's a lot of those in this one.
And I place one on logical and discard the other two. Okay, then motor skills. Who has control of that?
I have 3. I have the highest. I have 4. I have 5.
I have 2.
Okay, so Anthony has control of motor skills. Place one innocent token on the laid-back jurors, and then place one guilty token on a different juror.
So I want innocent and a lay back,
Mm-hmm.
and one what?
Innocent, or no, guilty on a different juror. Okay. The judge reviews the evidence. Wait, she asks, is this written in crayon? So whoever has instinct would be, they're tied, so I decide.
I'm smiling.
That's a creepy smile. I don't think she should choose
Okay, so I'll allow you to decide.
Hey!
you.
If you want, you can discard one strategy card to move the top influence token from one juror to a different juror without looking at it.
Alright.
You have to discard one of your strategy cards to do it, though. Okay? So you just move the top one without looking at it from one to another. Okay? Then draw another trial card.
I get a card.
And Anthony gets the strategy. You can have more than 3. Do you have more than 3?
I have 2.
Okay, so I'm going to keep that one and do that one. So it's observation and motor skills.
Am I first?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. If you destroy a toy control marker. No, that one. So trust take one of your markers from a region and deploy it back into any region. Okay, one thing, I'll do that. So I'm doing take one of your markers from any region to play back into. So I'm doing this.
Okay.
Oh no. No.
Your turn, Quinn.
Woo! Teetering.
Both of ours.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Ooh, whoa. It's launched in there.
Yep.
This is it.
Remember straight and you can't push it.
You pushed that pretty hard, but that was
Quentin.
mine. You don't do that.
Oh yeah. What would you?
No,
No, I already told you.
it's fine. Mine doesn't affect me, but you don't do it that way.
Alright. I thought I was going slow as well.
No, really.
Okay, so take one marker saying region deploy back to its current region. So I'm gonna deploy this one. That's like
Okay.
on the edge.
Okay. And you stop as soon as it touches your stick touches the plastic. There you go. Okay.
My turn.
Now I gotta play mine.
Are you just gonna cause mass chaos in that area? Huh? I like how you're aiming for Anthony now.
I can't believe it didn't push it off.
Your turn, Quinn. Keep it straight.
Wow, it's something
That
gets
was
us
bad
off.
skills.
Okay, I'm gonna use my card. Play after one of your control markers is destroyed.
What?
Face up.
Oh no, what are you doing? Oh no! No!
Let's see.
What are you doing?
I already know what he's gonna do.
Oh no! 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 Okay.
Okay. So everyone's played their control markers. We resolved.
I still have majority.
You played all yours, right?
Actually, 2, 4, 2. I have.
Wait,
no,
he said,
he has green.
I think he did 2 gray.
Yeah, he did.
So here, trade this out for a green.
Alright, yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. So,
Yeah.
I know guy was. This is the prosecutor talking. I know guy was having money problems. His neighbor says from the stand. Oh, that's the neighbor. The apartment walls are pretty thin, and I hear things. So the prosecutor gets to discard 1 innocent token from any juror. Okay, whoever has motor skills, which is
Me.
Anthony, you draw 2 influence tokens, place 1 on any juror, and discard the other. Okay, then we flip it over. And I hear him singing in the shower sometimes, real lousy show tunes. You suppress your urge to yell at your nosy neighbor and keep a close watch on this impulse. So, observation is Quentin. Place this card in front of you. After a player places any number of new influence tokens on 1 or more jurors, you may look at the tokens, you may discard 1 of them, and then discard this card. So, you get to keep that. Okay, so Anthony draws the next planning for himself, or strategy card, I mean. Oh, wait, let me see this.
And Quinn will be going first. Did you switch to 4?
Oh, thank you. So I need to switch to deck 2, stage 2. So these go away. I have my last 4, so we have 4 more rounds. And you can see we're on stage 2 cards. You do the same thing. You draw 2, and you could choose as the prosecutor any of those 3 that you want to use. And these do, I think, get a little bit more difficult for them.
Doesn't look like God's doing too good in
Okay,
court
I'm gonna
right
do
now.
this one.
I don't know.
So
I'll
switch.
pass because these are all questionable.
Okay,
Yeah.
so observation and speech are affected this time.
All right. Your first, Quinn.
Mm-hmm. What is it again?
Observation and speech.
Alright. Ooh. I moved that up.
Keep it straight.
Gotta keep it straight. There you go. Okay, so I do mine.
Should be more here. It's not even on the thing. There you go. Oh, it's under the plastic or whatever. Oh, he goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my turn.
You just caused mass chaos. Oh, what is that again? Why are you knocking
Oh,
yourself
dang it.
off?
I didn't think that would occur. Okay, but I get to.
You
Sandy
failed.
just knocked his second color off.
So take one of your markers from any region, deploy back into any current region.
That was a big fail.
Back into its current region. Okay, so I am going to grab this one. Your turn,
Okay.
Quinn.
Okay.
So do your gray one.
Straight.
Nervous.
Perfect. Didn't even touch a piece.
Okay, so my turn.
Yep.
I just flawlessly have all my pieces in there, except Anthony's is somehow stuck in there. I don't know who you got there. No! Oh no.
Okay,
Wait.
so
Wait. Take one of your markers from any region, deploy it back into its current region.
Oh no. It's just your markers. That's not yours.
Oh,
right.
That would also help me. Somewhat.
actually, would this count as a marker?
No.
I guess.
Maybe.
I mean, it is your marker.
I guess. Yeah.
They don't clarify any of that.
Well, I'll pick a different one then.
Doesn't seem like he wants that one to fall off. Surprised. Why would you do that?
There you go.
That
Okay.
didn't really help
So
me.
now we resolve the trial card. A witness claims that you own a bunny mask just like the one worn by the perpetrator. Is that true? So who is in charge of speech?
Me by a lot.
Okay, so Quentin. Yep, I love that costume. Or, I own lots of costumes. What would you answer if you were on trial?
I guess the first one.
You love that. Okay, you've realized what they said. The witness claims you own a bunny mask just like the one worn by the perpetrator. Is this true? Depends on whether you want him to be found guilty or not. So that would be the quit. Either, yep, I love that costume, or I own lots of costumes.
Which one is it for?
I don't know. You don't get to know the outcome until you choose one.
Okay, I'm gonna choose the first one.
Yeah, you love that costume?
Mm-hmm.
Place 2 guilty tokens on the logical jurors. So that helped the prosecutor. If there's another, they'll cancel each other out unless there's another guilty one on there.
Yep.
The other one, you would have got to place 1 innocent on there. Okay, so as you explain your fascination with furry costumes, you watch the jury's reaction. Okay, so observation. Quentin also controls that area. Look at all the influence tokens on a juror. Discard up to 2 of them and return the others in any order. So you get to look at all of them on one juror. All the influence
Mommy?
tokens.
All of them here?
Yep.
No,
There's
all in one.
One juror. You can discard up to 2 and place them back, any remaining in any order.
Good, discard this one.
You can if you want. Okay. All right, so Anthony still has control planning.
You're first.
I'm first player. He draws the strategy card. I draw a new trial card. Okay. So it's observation and speech this time around. And I'll go ahead and do my control marker.
Causing mass chaos.
Maybe.
Ooh, you knocked me some more.
It's the age where no matter what you guys do, you're going to be knocking. Well, Quinn would be knocking his own off.
Oh,
And you
no.
might possibly knock your.
I get to destroy one no matter what.
You might knock yours off.
So I will
Okay.
destroy this one.
Oh, no.
Okay. All those go aside.
That's,
Your turn, Quinn.
oh, that's it.
And we have 2 more rounds
You have to go
because the
slow,
prosecutor has
straight.
2 control markers.
I have
now.
bad skills at this. 1.
That's it.
You can't keep pushing it. Okay, you do your next one, Anthony.
Okay.
I'm
Let's
super
see.
good at knocking them off.
You haven't been playing any of your strategy cards.
Oh, I forgot about that. Wait, let me see. What is it?
Well, you can't do it now.
Oh, never mind, I don't have.
Doing this.
You look at when they take effect. Did you look at that?
Mm-hmm.
When they take effect?
We'll
Oh,
be playing a car after this.
Why would you do that? Get rid of my 1.
Okay, so play after you deploy a control marker to instant. Oh, that was an instant. Actually, wait. Actually, I did the wrong one.
Okay.
All right, your turn.
Okay. This is gonna be good. Mass chaos.
You gotta do it straight. And you can only do it. Stop at the. That's it.
So that is destroy free? Wait, that wasn't that. I was...
Yeah, that was the 3.
Okay, so I get to draw a card. For my ability.
Do you have 3 strategy cards? Do you have to destroy one?
No problem, I have 3 exactly.
All right, that's
Can you
it.
play any? Or are you done?
Done.
Okay. So everyone's played their control markers, so we resolve the next trial card. The prosecutor holds up a photograph, but it's hard to make out the details. It looks like 5 black smudges, maybe fingerprints. So the prosecutor gets to place 1 guilty token adjacent to a juror that has a guilty token. So I will put that right there. Okay. The observation. Let's see. Quentin has control. Look at the top influence on any juror. Either discard it or place it below all other influence tokens on that juror.
Go place it below.
Okay. The next side. Can you explain why your fingerprints were found at the scene of the crime? Oh. Okay, so speech. That is Quentin. You choose either, is that a hypothetical question? Or, my lawyer proved that those were false positives.
B.
The lawyer proved they were false positives. Place 1 innocent token on the logical jurors.
So I want innocent, logical.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so I'm first then. Oh, I need first player. I'm gonna have to get rid of one of these. Okay, so I go first. I am.
And it's observation and motor skills this time around.
Only one here to
Hey!
So then I have to wait. I also am going to be using a card. I'm going to be using. Let's see.
Whoa! You don't have mad skills like me. Want to see more mad skills?
And since I did the on the instinct, I get another. I'm going to be deploying another one.
Okay. It didn't affect you. It was all just face up ones. Okay, so now it's your turn, little guy.
Alright, so I'm gonna play this right here. This is mad skills right here. I'm gonna knock potentially both of yours off.
All right, yeah, keep it straight. Yeah, there's no way.
You sure? Actually, I will because of this ability. Wait. Before I use that ability, I'm gonna do this. Play after you deploy a control marker to motor skills.
Wait. The destroyed marker face up to a different region.
Deploy a control marker. Okay, so draw 3 influence tokens. Place 1 on a judgmental or impulsive. Gotta place 1
I deployed to the wrong region. I deployed to the same region.
on the impulsive and discard the
I
rest.
messed up on that one.
Well, here,
Alright, here.
I'll just push these back.
Did I knock any over though?
Yeah.
I think it was these two, wasn't it?
They were face up, a blue and a gray.
Blue and gray.
Here. Where did I discard this card to?
Right here.
Oh, I didn't see a card.
And then you're doing your ability, right?
Yeah, so since it was the sad one or whatever, I'll get 2.
There.
Why are they all face down?
These are the ones that have been knocked out.
Do they automatically get face down?
Yeah.
You play them face up when you redeploy them.
Alright.
Because you can't use their effect anymore.
Alright, so.
It has to be a different region, so. It has to be a different region.
That's the thing I don't like about using that ability. Where are you?
There's chaos that you can cause other places. Face up, face up.
Okay.
Straight. You can't push it like that.
I was going slow.
No, you can't push like that. Now try to push again.
What?
Slow.
This is a scam.
He uses it like bumper cars.
Yeah. Push that.
This is a
He's like,
scam.
bam!
Yeah.
He went slow. He slowly rammed it like a bumper car.
Yeah.
Okay, so, my turn? Yeah.
Yes! Knock him down!
Okay, my turn.
You're not letting him stand a chance.
I helped him to get you. He's just gonna get you now.
That was a free stop. Watch him miss this.
Okay. And I get to destroy one.
No, you don't. That's only if I haven't went.
Destroy one marker. Oh, yeah.
Quentin has those abilities down.
Sure.
That's all he's been using. He hasn't used his strategy cards. He's just been using the control marker abilities.
Alright,
Be
so.
sure and check your strategy cards.
I know.
You're gonna push yourself off.
You gotta do it slow. Keep it straight. There.
Alright, so I'm going to use the ability. Take one of your markers from any region and deploy it. So I'm going to deploy, let's see. This one. Over here. And then I'm just going to try to knock Anthony's
He'd
off.
be knocking you off. You crazy?
I'm crazy.
You gotta do it slow. There's no way you could do it. There. That's it.
Are you sure? I got one off.
Okay.
I only
That's
go
it.
once. Okay, so we're resolving the trial card. Your Honor, can you please ask that juror to stop sticking their tongue out at the defendant? So, prosecutor, I get to destroy one control marker at any region.
Why me?
Okay, then whoever has observation, which is Quentin, choose a juror and look at the top influence, either discard or place below the others.
What was it again?
Same one they've all been.
Oh, this one?
No, you look at the top one. No, on the juror,
Oh,
just the top one. And then you either keep it or discard it.
keep
And then-
it.
All right. Okay, back of the trial card. What childish behavior? You
Actually,
stick,
no, I'm going to discard it.
you stick your tongue back out at the juror. So motor skills. Who has motor skills?
Me.
Okay. Actually, oh yeah, you do. Draw 3 influence tokens. Place one on the juror chosen by the observation player on the other side of this card and discard the other tokens. So you took it off of this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you draw 3 influence tokens, place one on that juror, and discard the other 2.
There, shuffle them. Alright, so you do this and I discard the other 2?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay.
So this is the last one.
Yep. Last round. Anthony still has control of planning. I have. Let me pick. So I'm going to do this one, and it controls observation and speech. And who's first player this time? Quentin. Okay.
Okay, good.
You gotta do it slow
I
and
know.
straight. That's it.
Can you not handle my mad skills?
Okay. Add a little chaos.
Oh no!
Got one of each of them. That's what
Okay, that's kind of scary.
I
Okay,
like.
so my turn.
Okay.
I have no loyalties to either of you in this game.
Destroyed.
You don't choose one opponent, you just cause straight up chaos.
Yup.
What are you going for? Don't knock yourself off.
And so, since I destroyed one, I get a card, and I have to get rid of one.
So I'm gonna go here. Yeah. Alright, but I'm gonna do that for the ability. So, play after you place a marker on observation. Look around fluid tokens on juror. You may discard them. They'll turn the rest in order. I'm gonna discard it.
Alright. They all seem to have the same ability of looking at the top one and discarding.
And then we got several things.
Okay. Oh no, what are you doing? What chaos are you
So I'm doing
causing?
that. Okay, so I get to do this.
Okay, see the chaos? Oh no.
What's the, oh, the,
This is bad. Yes! I
okay.
survived!
Okay, wait. Play after you deploy control marker to planet. If you have at least 2 control markers at planet, discard one of your innocent or guilty tokens from a juror. Okay? Let's do
You
that.
realize by you taking that off, it's not going to cancel each other out.
It won't?
It'll make it, that'll leave that as undecided. If that's what you want,
Hmm.
I'm just telling you.
Play after the last player has deployed their control markers for the round. Take one of your control markers from any region, deploy it to a different region.
So you have to deploy to a different region, not the one you just did.
So,
So you can't knock mine off.
So are you still going to do that one?
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure you understand what.
Yeah, he understands what he's doing. Obviously his ability or his in-game, whatever. Have them undecided.
Maybe.
I don't even know if that's a card, I'm just guessing.
Probably is. I don't know. There's not very many outcomes. You realize there's only like 3 outcomes really that could
alright.
Yeah.
happen.
Okay.
I know like you had one. What was it? If more than 5 of those were discarded.
Which I won. That was a very
Yeah,
hard one
That
to
was
win.
actually an easy one. I
Alright.
think.
Well,
There was a ton of handcuffs discarded.
Oh.
Guilties. All right, so we're read the final trial card. So tell me, what's your favorite beverage?
Let me flip these over.
Ooh.
Not
Not yet.
yet.
Okay.
Whoever has speech, which is Quentin,
Mm-hmm.
respond. Say anything out loud to place one innocent or guilty token on the judgmental jurors.
Oh, you got your card. Put your card down.
I might use it. What do I choose?
Just say anything. Just say a word, and then you get to play put innocent or guilty token on the judgmental juror.
Chocolate milk.
Okay, so which one are you putting on them? Innocent or guilty? Okay. Oh, how interesting. We found a bottle of that at the scene of the crime. Oh, they found chocolate milk at the scene of the crime.
Oh
What an
no!
amazing coincidence. Okay, I get to place one guilty token on the
No,
logical
no,
jurors.
no, 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 no.
What?
Play when the prosecutor bit of the trial is being resolved. Destroy one of your control markers at planning.
To prevent the ability from being resolved.
I don't have any at planning.
Well, you can't do it. Darn.
I didn't read that part.
part. Well, they cancel each other out anyway. It's actually
Okay.
a good thing, maybe, if you want it to be not guilty.
No!
Okay, so observation. Look at all influence tokens on a juror. So that would be Quentin. Discard up to 2 of them, same as the others, all the others.
So what did you say?
You look at all the influence tokens on any juror, and you can discard up to 2 of them or return them in any order.
So I can look all of them on here?
Mm-hmm. And you can discard up to 2 or return them in any
Discard both of them.
order. Okay. Right, so that's the end of stage 2. So now we do end of the trial. So we resolve the end of trial card. The judge silences the courtroom with a bang of her gavel. I've got a hot date tonight, so let's wrap this up. So each person reveals their persona role card. So Anthony is the rebellion. He wants 2 or more undecided
Hey, that's the same thing as mine.
and control or tied. And control tied. Or control and or tied. Do you have control of planning and
Or
motor skills? Oh, okay. So he had to control one of these or be tied, and there has to be 2 or more undecideds. Okay?
I got that one too.
Domination. So he needs 2 or more undecided, and he needs to control either speech
Which I do.
or observation.
Which I do
Okay.
as well.
So they will both win again. Lots of multiple winners in this game. Well,
You
there's
never
only so
win.
many outcomes. There's 3 outcomes.
You
so
never win.
yeah, so we already won pretty much.
It's
There's
not
two
like there's-
undecided.
Okay.
It's not like there's that much variation.
I couldn't decide.
Okay, so then you reveal all influence tokens and you cancel out pairs. So these 2 cancel each other out.
But I still couldn't decide, even though they found the same costume and chocolate milk.
These 2 cancel each other out. And so 1 guilty, 1 undecided, or 2 innocent. So there's basically, that would be not guilty, right?
Yeah.
So 3 not guilty, 1 guilty, and 2 undecided.
So we barely got it.
What do you mean, barely? We
You only
destroyed
need
it.
2 undecided.
That's what we needed.
And I needed
Yeah.
to have more guilty than not guilty, so
Yeah.
the prosecutor didn't win either game.
Yeah.
But they both won both
Yeah.
games. But yeah, as you can see, you can manipulate, but not really that much. And most of the cards is basically doing the same action. The reward is basically looking at these influence tokens and deciding whether to take one away, or that's how you manipulate. You're
I knew-
trying to calculate and see if there's pairs on there or not.
I knew you also had to have it undecided. That's not a play you did here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they happen to get basically the same persona, just different controls. But we put them back. I don't. How many are there? Is there only 6? Or is there more than there are people?
I can't remember.
I don't remember how many they are, the personas. But yeah. So that's basically the game. You're just trying to It's basically the prosecutor.
13.
Oh, there's 13 personas, so that would add a little bit of variation.
Yeah.
But I look at it like it's the prosecutor against all the other people, but of course they're also competing against each other,
I
trying
find
to get their
it's
end goal.
probably pretty hard for a prosecutor to win from what we've experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems hard for her to win.
Which
Only
is-
Her to
way
win. It
is
says it's a her.
it's a her. It's a woman.
Oh.
So pretty much the only way is if one or a couple of the players also want guilty verdicts. I don't know if any of the personas want that or not.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, there's some that do.
Because I didn't see that. So that hopefully this helped you to decide if this is a game you would want to add to your game collection. It's called Voices in My Head, right?
Yeah.
Voices in My Head.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a unique game. It's got a unique theme. It's a party game. So if you enjoy party games and don't enjoy sharing the victory, because every game we played, it's been a shared victory so far. There's really no clear-cut winner in this game, I don't think. Especially with more players, they would be more...
You said don't enjoy sharing the victory. You would like it. You mean do?
like, if there was all 6 players, it seems like it would be at least a shared victory every time. You almost have to be, because there's only 3 different verdicts, so it would be hard not to share the victory. So hope you like this video. Please give us a like. Feel free to leave a comment. We hope you're already subscribed. If not, please subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye.